Rachel, this is a video from your video golf swing for Easter of 2019. Setup is really good. Nothing's going on here. This is towards the end of the driving range session where we had you push that ball back, the second ball back, and that's a good drill. Let's see what it looks like here. So even with you pushing that ball back, you get into this position. And the model swing gets into this position. See, the toe of the club is relatively straight up and it overlaps his hands. So that means the shaft is on top of his toe line. So that's what you're trying to prevent is this one on the left where your the shaft is here. Let me draw the plane line. Here's the swing plane line. See, the shaft is almost 90 degrees off from that. And what happens is, if we take this thing through, so good athlete, you're off plane by 40 degrees. Now you're on plane, so you're parallel to the yellow lines. And this is then you take it on up, and now you get across the line at the top. And the problem with that is if you get your elbow, see how the elbow's behind you and it's actually flying, and the butt of the club is pointed, behind you also. What it's supposed to be is at the top. See, he's all on plane, right? So here he is at the top. See how you can't see much of his bicep area, upper arm, whereas you can see the whole thing. So that elbow is behind you, and see how his right forearm is vertical. You want to get to that position. Remember, we work on keeping the elbows. See how his elbows and hands are still in front of his cigarette pocket, in front of his chest. Your elbows aren't. If you collapsed your arm, that right elbow would be shooting back towards the target, not in front of you. And that's causing what I call as a floppiness in your swing. So, and the problem with being across the line at the top is as you start down, here's the shaft of the club. See, it's pointed here, and it should be pointed at the ball. Watch when this guy. See how that club is laid off position? Now, the advantage of that, when he starts down, look, the shaft is pointed at the ball the entire trip. And with you got two things going on. It's coming down too steep, so if you don't do anything, you're going to hit it fat. Then there's a tendency to jump up out of the way. It's kind of a lift and flip thing where you lose your spine angle and flip at it, try to save it with your hands. Now, watch, as you come down, your elbow's fighting to get close to the body fast, and it does a great job considering where it started. See, that's why you can hit it. It gets to a pretty good spot there, but you have to work so hard. See, your elbow has to go, I don't know, 1.5 feet to get to your side, whereas this guy, he goes like 8 inches and he's at his side. See, he's at his side early. So, and you know, good athlete, watch. You can now go from steep, that's the red line, to to on plane. See, right now you're on plane. See how the shaft is pointed at the ball? That's really good. But you had to work hard to get there, and that's those extra moves, that elbow kind of flying behind you and coming down steep and then having to shallow it out, reroute the club, is causing you inconsistency. And that's why you only nail it maybe 2 out of 10 times instead of 9 out of 10. So, you know, your mission is to fix this takeaway. See, we don't want it on the your blue line, blue circle. We want it on this guy's. Okay, that's position 1. So I'd stop this video right there and print it out, do a print screen. And the second position you need to fix is, this is his position at the top. And your position is here. So I'd print that out and try to look more like him at the top. And, you know, you started really hitting the ball where it felt like a full shoulder turn but a half arm swing. That's a good swing thought for you, because if we could stop this backswing, if we could stop this backswing right there, that's all you need. You're so strong, that's all you need there. The elbow's now in a pretty good position. It's not way behind you, the old softball swing and all. Now, having said that, this part of your swing from here on is as good as anybody in the world. I'm telling you, this part is really good. But you have to work so hard to get there. And the extra movements not needed is causing inconsistency. But this swing is as good as a pro swing from here to here. Except that you kind of lift up out of it because you're coming in steep. But how you clear your hips, get the belt to the target early. I'd keep that left hip pocket against the back wall, but a little better. But no one with a handicap higher than a 5 has that lower body turn that you have. So you have makings of being a fantastic golfer. You just need to refine those extra movements.